Hey, what's up, guys? It's Xavier Becerra. Welcome back to another video. And today I'm going to be talking to you guys about how to get a V-shaped body. First thing I'm going to be talking about is your diet. And I know, yeah, diet, boring, whatever. But diet is super important because without the right kind of diet, you're not going to be able to build muscle. So I just want to get this out of the way first, and then we can go into workouts, rep ranges, all that kind of thing. So the kind of diet that you're going to want in order to build muscle, first off, is you want to have high protein diet with a calorie surplus. You need a calorie surplus in order to build muscle. A ton of people will tell you that you don't have to eat that much or that you can build muscle while losing a ton of weight. And you can't really do this. In order to be able to actually build muscle and progress fairly quickly, you need to go on a calorie surplus. And I don't mean just eat everything. Don't go on like a crazy dirty bulk. Just keep on eating and eating and eating just any kind of crap. No, you want to actually eat good, clean foods, lean meats, and lean meats should be your main source of protein and growth. And when you go on a calorie surplus, don't go insane and eat a ton of food like crazy. But the way I do it is I listen to my body. I eat to the point to where I'm full, but then I eat a little bit more. After you know that feeling once you're satisfied, you want to go past it just a little bit to the point where you're like feeling like where you get like you're slightly disgusted. You're not sick, but you get like that slightly disgusted feeling. Then you're like, okay, I'm done. You just eat a little bit past that satisfied point. And then when you want to go on a calorie deficit, you do the opposite. You just eat about 80% of your satisfied point in order to lose weight. And the reason why I say that you shouldn't go super crazy and eat a ton of food and then just cut a ton of weight is because when you do things super fast, when you do a cut and bulk super quick, your muscle doesn't have time to grow. And when you go on a calorie surplus, your muscle doesn't have time to grow. And when you do it too fast on the calorie deficit, you lose a ton of muscle because your body doesn't have time to maintain the muscle that you just newly created. So if you cut down super fast, you're going to lose a ton of muscle. Let's move on to the specific rep range that you want for your muscle growth. The best rep range for growing your muscles is a 10 to 15 rep range. A lot of people say it's 8 to 12, but an 8 to 12 rep range doesn't allow your muscles to get to the point where they start like burning. Like you'll be able to wear out your muscles in an 8 to 12 rep range, but 10 to 15 is when your muscles really start to like burn. You know that burning feeling like when you're like working out and it just makes you want to stop because it's so discomforting. Well, the time that you actually build the most muscle is during that burning period. So you want to get to that point where your muscles start burning and you just keep going, you just keep pushing. And a 10 to 15 rep range will be able to get you to that point in not the same way that an 8 to 12 can. 8 to 12 is still a really good rep range, but that's more for like muscle fatigue instead of like actually like building muscle. So focus on doing a 10 to 15 rep range. And the way that you want to do this is you want to get to the point where you can do 15 reps at a certain weight. And then after you can get to 15 reps, you add a little bit more weight. You get to the point to where you can do 15 reps and then you add a little bit more weight and you just keep on continuing doing that. And that I believe is the best way to build more muscle. And there's going to be a ton of people that are like 1 to 5 rep range to build strength and how to build muscle and get big. But that's no, don't do that. If you want to be a power lifter and throw around as much weight as possible, then yes, 1 to 5 rep range is the right one. But if you actually want to build good looking muscle and build muscle faster, then you're going to want to go to a 10 to 15 rep range, just like I explained. In order to get a V shaped body, you're going to want to work out certain muscles in particular. You're going to want to work out your shoulders, your lats, and you're also going to want to work out your abs. Now, let's get into shoulders first. The shoulder workouts that you want to do are lateral raises. I don't know what these ones are actually like legitimately called, but I call them chicken raises. And then you also want to do Arnold presses. The first workout that I just said, lateral raises, is where you get two dumbbells at your side and you raise your arms up and down. You'll see a ton of people doing this workout where they have like 50 pounds in each hand and they're just like, they're just throwing that weight around. Like, no, you don't want to do that because not only are you prone to injury, but your muscles aren't going to be able to actually like contract and have the movement that they need in order to grow. For muscles to grow, you need to have good controlled movements, and like you actually want to like just focus on just bringing it up, lowering it down kind of slow, controlled. And this will actually start getting that muscle burn and you will really feel it in those muscles. And that's how you know that it's growing, is when you feel that burn. The second workout that I want to talk about is the chicken raise. It's the reason I call them that. is because you grab them like this and you just kind of do like a chicken dance with them. But you don't want to go like this, like no. You just want to same thing, slow controlled reps, just like that. And again, like 15 rep ranges. And then when it comes to Arnold presses, you're gonna want to do like a normal shoulder press, but instead, when you come down, you want to like rotate your shoulders or rotate your wrists, and that'll get the entire shoulder activated, and that'll give you like it'll bulk up your shoulders. The first two workouts I just explained to you guys is more for like building shoulder width, and then the Arnold presses is how you get just like bigger shoulders in general. Also, to focus on your lats and your back in order to get a wider back, is you want to focus on doing wide grip pull-ups. Wide grip pull-ups are the best way to build your lats. You don't want to do normal pull-ups where you're just like super close. You want to do them out wide because typically wider pull-ups are going to make you a bit wider in general than if you do like more narrow kind of workouts. I think that's self-explanatory. But now let's talk about how to slim down your lower body. And I think this is a given, but you're going to have to work out your abs. And working out your abs, I think, is probably the easiest part of what I'm going to be telling you what to do today because it only requires about 10 minutes of your time. And it's something that only requires 10 minutes of your time, is super attainable, and you can keep on consistently doing it every single day if you so choose. The way I do my 10-minute ab workouts is I will actually look up a video on YouTube for 10-minute ab workouts. The guy that I usually look up, his name is Fraser Wilson. He has a ton of great 10-minute ab workouts that you can use and follow along with. If you don't even want to put that much time into abs every day, then just try doing 3 sets of leg raises. Like dead hang on the bar, and then you lift your legs up all the way to the bar. Like just like pick your legs up, raise them up to the bar. And most people aren't going to be able to do this their first time doing leg raises. So you just want to pull your legs up as high up to your chest as you can and just repeat doing that until you can end up actually bringing your legs up all the way to the bar. But yeah, everything I just explained is pretty much all you need in order to get a good V-shaped body. If you guys want to know more on how to build like other kinds of muscle groups, because there's more than just building a V-shaped body to getting an aesthetic looking body, but the V shape I believe is probably the most important part to an aesthetic looking body. But if you guys want to know how to build like other kinds of muscle groups, or you want to know more specifically about something that I talked about in this video, then leave a comment down below. And if you guys enjoyed the content, leave a like and a subscribe so that I can give you guys the best content possible. And I'll see y'all in the next one.